Nintendo has given us a first look at Breath of the Wild running on the Switch. Especially the explosion seems to show off the improved graphics of this version. I searched through hours of E3 footage and I found the exact same explosion running on Wii U hardware. And while we're at it, let's see if we can find any other graphical differences between the two versions. You're watching Zelda Pot Smashers. Okay, let's get right to it. The Wii U footage is on the left, Switch is on the right. Now at this moment the frame rates are the same, but this is where it gets interesting. I slowed down the footage to 5% of the original speed so you can clearly see the frames. Halfway the explosion, the frame rate on Wii U gets pretty drastic. For every 2 frames on the Switch, you get 1 frame on the Wii U. I'll keep quiet for a few seconds so you can give it a good look. And here at the end of the explosion, when there's just smoke left, the frame rates are identical again. Now let's play that once more at normal speed. Me myself, I don't mind frame rate drops that much during explosions, because they don't happen that very often. But we've seen other bad Wii U frame rates without any explosions. I guess the Switch version really will be the better version. But then the other reason I searched through all this footage. A better look at the draw distance and other details. It's really hard to compare though, because the Switch footage is off screen and suffers from a lot of motion blur. I've heard people say the Switch version has better textures, but I really wonder if you can judge this in off-screen footage. In fact, in this scene they even look a bit worse. But I'm sure that's because they're recording off-screen. At first, people were also sure it looked better in the Switch reveal trailer, even though that was probably still Wii U footage. Different color saturation can make a game look quite different, but this is something you can change on your TV yourself. Now, I found a few comparable shots that I'll show here. Here you see the Temple of Time and Mount Hylia. It's not a perfect match though. If anything, it seems a bit prettier on the Wii U. But I'm pretty sure that's due to the loss of quality in the Switch footage or other factors. This shot does seem to favor the Switch version quite noticeably. Look at those hills in the distance. You can see a lot more detail in them than in the Wii U footage. The twin peaks are no longer silhouettes on the horizon, you can actually see them. On the Wii U, the colors of the skyline are really washed out. So, all in all, I really want to say, look, it's definitely better. But it's really hard to judge. The weather, the time of the day, it all influences how far you can see in this game. But I've been looking at those same mountains in multiple videos now, and never was it as clear as here on the Switch. Together with the frame rate, it's definitely a good sign. That's it for now. Let me know what differences you see between the two versions. Did I miss anything? Right now I'm working on a full inventory analysis of the Game Awards footage, which should once again point out many interesting details. So stay tuned for that. I'm Stefan and you've been watching Zelda Pot Smashers.